heart smiles like a million instas, breaking the heart of widows and spinsters, smashing it up on everyone's tinders, and they wanna kill you. They're the life and soul of the party, never too smart, never too tardy, sparkling wit and a laugh so hearty, and they want to kill you for being human. They got a cool with the wide circumference, beautiful words that disguise their nonsense, pulling the smiles of the Tory conference, and they wanna kill you, scribbling lies in their manifesto. Don't give a shit cause you won't protest, so dazzled and dazed by the posh hey presto, and they wanna kill you for being human, and they wanna stop you from being human, and they're trying to prevent you from being human, and they wanna kill you for being human, being human. Stop you from being human, and they wanna prevent you from being human, and they wanna stop you from being human, being human. They won't fulfill them. What kind of planet will you leave your children when they wanna kill you? Kill you.
But now you start to see, yes? The people never happy. It's never enough.
I cannot believe you, Ellen.
Are you saying that advance have cured death?
Jog off!
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lied to you.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see, yes? The people never happy. It's never enough.
I cannot believe you, Ellen.
Are you saying that advance have cured death?
Jog off!
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lied to you.
People used to look up to you. Take a big bastard hammer and nail your fucking.
Apologise to him.
It ends today.
We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, mate, it's me, Dave. You're inside me head, mate. Or maybe I'm inside yours, it's hard to say. Not important, though. What is important is that this is the best fucking DLC you've ever played. Live and spooky, dead and pukey. Time loop, Brewer's droop more like. This is the one, mate. It's gonna be the real deal. It's gonna be a roller coaster, all fucking expenses paid, uber bastard. And best of all, you get to play as me, or with me, or something. So fucking strap in, mate, because we are gonna fuck shit. Oh, fucking hell, it's Bozeman. Hang on, mate.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Bozeman.
Thank you for agreeing to stay late tonight and run this light entertainment piece.
You didn't really give me any choice, mate.
No, I didn't.
What's this button do?
Press it and see.
Excellent. We should get one of these for the news.
Never going to happen. It lights up when it's time to press it. Simple.
And what's this big machine here?
That calls the guest to the stage.
Well, that sounds like fun.
It's automated, just leave it alone.
Boring.
One more thing. There's no adverts in the show, but we will need you to use the advert buttons to play in a little bit of archive footage. They're automatically loaded for you, so you just hit A, B, or C at each break.
How do I know what's on what?
Look to your right and select the fax paper.
Okay, so the top 3 are all clips from Just the Job in the 70s. Second clips are all PT from the 80s. And we just pick A, B, or C when the advert buttons flash. Symbol.
Show starting soon. Good luck. Try not to fuck it up, Dave.
I'm going to take the microphone out of that fucking phone. Right, best DLC ever. Here we fucking go.
Man, which forced this year's early election. That's The Night Visitor at 9:30, poorly narrated by Patrick Bannon. At 10:30, Adrian Atkinson Blimey is here for a special episode of Incisors, where he sinks his teeth into the current cost of living crisis by interviewing a multimillionaire, a nurse, and a bin man to see who is suffering the worst. Here's a clue. It's not the millionaire. At 11:30, fasten your seatbelts as it's time for Wayne de Spirit Whistle to lead another terrible exploration in Live and Spooky. And tonight, they'll be asking if the old brewery in Arsmint...
Yeah, I realise that, Eric, but my therapist made it clear that I perform best when we have a plan and we stick to it. So I suggest you don't make any last-minute changes, as it's my intention to stick to our pre-arranged script. Is that all right with you, Eric? Actually, I don't care. I'm a leaf in the wind. And as we're going out live, there's really sweet fuck all you can... Yep, standing by.
For a very special episode of Bits of Your Life.
Good evening, I'm Eamon Titley. Good evening. Behind me is a true TV legend, now running for Prime Minister, everyone's handiest man, Peter Clement. Now, Peter thinks he's been brought here tonight to film a special reunion episode of Just the Job. But as always, viewers, you know better.
10 seconds, places.
It's time. Let's start the show.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
When you're feeling hopeless and you just can't work things out, I've got just the job. When there's too much water for a little tiny spout, I've got just the job. This is when you're sad at home one sunny afternoon. I'll bring the great big turkey and shove up your gloom. Well, it might look pretty daunting, but believe me, you got room, 'cause it's just the job.
Thank you, girls. Cracking stuff. Good evening, friends. And yes, it's true, and I can't really believe it myself. We are back for this special one-off reunion episode of Just the Job.
I'll get it. Save you having a look away. My DLC, my rules.
Hi, Dave. It's Eric. Just wanted to say break a leg and look after our little show.
Of course, mate. No worries, you're 100% safe with me.
It pretty much runs itself, to be fair. Just clap the guests on and off, and well, it's a family show, so keep that bleep finger ready.
Oh, don't you worry, mate. My finger's always ready.
That is a Peter Clement promise. So to kick things off tonight, let's take a little askance look at the mighty Bevel.
Go, Eamon.
Because you would
Hold
be
it right
surprised.
there, please.
Bye.
What's going on? What? Oh, it's you.
Yeah, it certainly is me.
You fuckers, you naughty fuckers! Frank, did you know but look at that face? You fucking did, didn't you? Fuckers, a lot of you!
Peter, you thought you were here tonight to record a special reunion episode of Just the Job?
I can't believe it.
But tonight, Peter Clement, these are the bits of your life. Come on, let's get you back to the studio.
I can't bloody believe those bloody dancers do about it all the way along. They do.
They're all part of this way, Peter. Mind your step there
I didn't bloody know. I can't believe it, though, mate. Well, listen, I'm a huge fan of your show. I think it's incredible. I've never believed that people didn't know.
He's loving this, yours. I didn't believe it. Here we go. Right in there, Peter.
I am absolutely bloody flabbergasted. I mean, I haven't been this speechless since I was about 3 fucking years old.
Oh, lovely family show, Peter.
Yeah, well, they know what I'm like, mate, don't they?
There we go. Lovely. Hello, darling. Thank you so much. Lovely to meet you. Thank you
Peter
very much
Clement running
indeed.
for Prime Minister. Have you voted? So, Eamon, how long have you been planning this, Eamon? Eamon, how long have you been planning? Eamon?
Peter Gordon Clement, You were born October 10th, 1923 in the northern town of Rotherham to Fanny and Martin Clement.
Christ, was it that long ago?
We didn't have much back then, but where there's lard, there's lube, as they say at the butcher's.
That's right. They got up at the crack of dawn to make the journey down to the capital by coach. It's your infamous old mam and her long-suffering husband. Ladies and gentlemen, Fanny and Martin Clement.
Have a seat.
Okay.
Lovely to have you both here. So, tell me, what was life like for young Peter in the Clement house?
It was same as every other house. Nothing special about it.
Even back then, you could tell our Petey were bound for an audience. He used to make up little plays and make us all gather round and watch them. Do you remember, Martin?
Aye, bloody long they were.
But if you got a pretty chuff, you should wave it in the fellas' faces, as they say down the pits. And our Petey were always waving his chuff about. If you think I mean.
After all, if you weren't going to have it stuffed,
You shouldn't have had it trimmed.
Fanny and Martin Clement there with the first bits of your life. It's 1938 and you're a 15-year-old at Rotherham Elementary, but already you've got quite the reputation as a ladies' man.
Oh, Jesus, you haven't got Jan Sandwich here, have you?
Even better. Who's this?
I remember you slipping me tongue and giddle round back of your nan's house. Oh, you reckoned it were your first kiss, but me, I could tell it weren't. Mind you, it turns out you said that to all girls, but we loved you anyways, because you were a charming man.
Well, Christ, it could be any one of them. Is it Patty Cakes?
It's your childhood sweetheart, Chelsea Bond!
Cracking, that's my type of girl.
You know what? All right. Okay.
Let me.
Yes.
I'll take that one.
Chelsea, oh,
Oh,
gosh.
Petey, look.
Hello, pets.
Hey. Oh, look at you.
Why don't you take a seat?
Here, is that all right?
Yeah. And Doreen. So, Chelsea, let me ask you this. What do you think we could see in young Peter way back then that could have predicted his path to household name and now aspiring Prime Minister?
Oh, well, that's easy, Pet. You see, our Peter here, he always had a surprise up his sleeve. So, do you know what he did after our first date? No, of course you don't, so I'll tell you. That first day, he smuggled me back into school where we used to go to. I hadn't been back there since I'd left, but somehow, I don't know why I found it a surprise, but he'd gotten hold of Master Key and he'd made this lovely little nook under school stage, and there were cushions and a sleeping bag and all these candles and, hey, no, weren't what you lot are thinking with your gutter minds, no. Because he were a perfect gent. He kissed me. By heck, did he kiss me. But he never pushed his luck. Nope. Do you know what he did? I'll tell you. Kid you not, he read to me from a book that he nicked out school library.
Of course, Chelsea.
He kissed me, he read to me, and then he walked me home. Because he was a class act then. And he's a class act now.
Oh, bless you, pet. Do you remember what the book were?
Aye, I do. And I also remember that thing what you do with your hands.
Steady, now. You'll get me into trouble when this is sick.
Chelsea Bonds, everybody!
Hey, chicken!
I will see you in green room.
Not if I see you first.
Don't even know what a bloody green room
Now,
is.
before we bring our next guest on, let's have a look at some classic Just the Job. It's on that monitor there, Peter, if you'd like to watch.
And that's about 2 minutes.
I'll take a look at that monitor. I can't see
so many of them. I do remember this one time, it was the height of our second run. Each other way too well. Anyway, we got towards the end of the show.
Everything okay?
I remember this one, LJ sulked for a week. Good choice, Eric.
Not my choice, if I'm honest. Can we reset, please?
Oh, we didn't get you into too much trouble with the folks on Kids TV.
Popstar Skinny, whose new single, Dimples on My Cheeks, comes out on Friday.
And of course you, our wonderful viewing audience, without whom we would just be two men aging disgracefully in a large shed. See you next week.
Before we go, sorry PC, thought somebody would have told you, there is someone else we need to thank today.
Okay, and who might that be, LJ?
Someone who's been with us right from the very start, PC, through thick and thin.
Me, ma'am?
Actually, it's his birthday.
Would it be somebody whose birthday it is today?
Yeah, and it's his birthday today. Frank, come on over here, we've got you something.
Come on up here, Frank, come on.
This is Frank, our long-suffering floor manager. And I'm not ashamed to say that I love this man. We all do.
So we've had a bit of a whip round.
No, we haven't.
And we've all clubbed together, and we have got you this.
Well, I bought it, actually.
Oh, lummy, what a beauty. Look at the detail on that icing.
All these miniature marzipan figurines. It's so intricate.
Well, it's from that place in Frampton Square. They're famous for it. And I know you collect miniatures, so it seemed right somehow.
Gosh. Thanks, Jimmy.
Going great, I think.
That's
Everything's
really,
smooth, quarter
really
plan.
kind of you.
Yeah, well, he's been in the game for years. I used to work with him on
replica
PT,
of
you
my
know.
office.
And the runner for Dorothy Harmon. I've been there.
Backstage.
Yeah, saw her on the corridor. Hopefully she didn't see me.
You're hiding from the guests, Eric.
10 seconds,
It
everybody.
still makes me laugh to this day.
Yeah, all right. She scares me a bit. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Fantastic memories there from one of the nation's most beloved TV shows. Now, Just the Job had 2 successful runs, of course, from 58 to 64, and again from 1972 to 1976. And across so many of those shows, there was always one man by your side.
Tow me up!
That's right, a man who needs no introduction, but we're going to give him one anyway. Your sidekick for almost 13 years, little Jimmy Chisholm!
Fuck me, they put him back in his old outfit. What a prick.
I go by Jim now, mostly.
Lovely. Ah, together again, eh, lads? This has got to be bringing back some memories, eh?
It certainly does. Not all of them good uns, eh, Pete?
We had our moments, LJ. I'll give you that.
Well, Jimmy, you're certainly in a position to give us a unique insight onto this bit of Peter's life. What are the differences, would you say, between the on-screen and the off-screen versions of Peter Clement?
Well, you know, Eamon, there's really not that big a difference. I mean, Pete's not pretending to be anything. He is what he is, and what he is a massive...
Steady now.
Prankster.
He said prankster, not wanker, in case you didn't get it.
I've lost count of the number of pranks he's pulled on me over the years, both on and off screen.
Actually, we've got a little bit of footage here which shows us exactly what you're talking about. Let's roll it there.
And let's get those nails in good and tight, shall we, little Jimmy? Sure thing, Pete. Tow me up! Here you go, pal. Make sure you hit it good and hard. Oh, Jimmy, what have you done to yourself now?
God, I remember that when we sabotaged the hammer. It took us 3 hours to set that one up.
Yeah, and about 6 weeks before I could walk without crutches.
Oh, God, those crutches, they were always getting in the way.
Were they?
Lost none of the old spark, eh, boys?
Well, that's the last footage you'll find of me wearing sandals. I mean, my feet are grotesque now. Children get upset.
Little Jimmy Chisholm, everybody.
It's Jim now. Never mind.
Choose yourself.
In 1941, long before Just the Job ever aired, you, like so many men of your generation, were conscripted into the army to go to the continent to fight. And it was there, on those very battlefields, that the strangest of friendships was born.
They asked me to say something about you. This is what I write. Only 10 words. Big man, tiny penis, shitty golfer. Once saved my life.
It's your friend of over 40 years, the current Kyrgyzstanian ambassador to the capital, Ivan Vodovich!
Oh, fuck it.
Come here, you prick!
You horrible bastard! Oh, yeah. This Kyrgyzstanian Special Reserve. The guys in labor camps drinking to keep ice out of their lungs. Here, it put, how you say, hair on your balls.
It's chest, mate.
Yeah, well, it should be balls. Here, up your bottom.
And also up yours.
Thank you for that. So, tell us, what's it like being friends with Peter Clement?
Jesus Christ, you can clean grout him with that. Peter Clement, very annoying man. He drink too little and talk too much. But in time of crisis, he's no one better to have by your side. Also on golf course where he make you look good with his terrible stroke.
There's nothing wrong with my stroke, pal.
You stand like man trying to find his tiny penis. Oh no, where is penis? Oh, is this it? No, it's blade of grass. It's too big for penis.
You want to watch it, pal? If I win this election, you're going to be in trouble.
If you win this election, I shave off all my hair.
I'll take that bet.
Ivan Vodovich, everybody!
I see you after show, yes sir. We finished bottle.
Yeah, good idea, pal. I've been meaning to clear the paint off that garage for a while now.
You insult Kyrgyzstani glorious special reserve? Be careful you not start another war, my friend.
Never again. Never ever again.
And that is a Peter Clement promise.
Interesting, man. It wasn't just the job that the nation took to their hearts. Starting in 1977 and running for nearly 7 years, you brought your inimitable Peter Clement style to your eponymously named late-night chat show, Petey.
I fucking love that bloke.
Let's take a look at the clip now.
And that's about 2 minutes.
I managed to book a very
Same monitor as before?
Absolutely.
Suppose you saw.
He'd been due to appear on Just the Job during its second run in the 70s, but it dropped out due to last-minute advice from his agent. He'd been in a successful pop band back then, the Socialites, but had since received a calling to ministry and became a rising star in church circles instead. Peter's always been a fan of his, and the Socialites, so he'd always regretted not meeting him. It was supposed to just be an interview, but an hour before the show, Peter and Dorothy came giggling in like school children, and I got sent off to buy a large bottle of vodka.
A genuine
strong one as well.
Groupies on Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the youngest Archbishop in the history of the Church, the Archbishop of Pendleshire, Richard Cockley. Now then, Archbishop, a few years ago, when you were a pop star...
Nah, my misspent youth.
Oh, nonsense. We all love the Socialites, don't we, everybody?
Really? You're too kind.
Anyway, back then, you agreed to go on Just the Job to do a little thing called I'll Drink to That. Do you remember that?
Yes, I saw the first two, and I remember feeling very strongly this was something that might come back to haunt me.
Well, you're not wrong about that. Play the jingle. Right, Archbishop, it's a
very simple game. I'm going to read out a series of statements to you. If you agree with them, you shout out, I'll drink to that, and you down one of these glasses of holy vodka that we've laid out for you.
You know, I've not seen an array like this since the Socialites played in San Palmarino.
Now, for legal reasons, can you confirm that you're doing this of your own free will and that we're not blackmailing you or coercing you in any way?
Not coercing, no, more like ambushing. But I've never been one to turn down a challenge, and after all, our good Lord even enjoyed a tipple from time to time. The judge isn't all jumble sales and child abuse, you know.
Let's play! Cats are better than dogs.
That clearly you've not met my poodle Beelzebub.
No? All right. Coffee is better than tea.
That's clearly heresy.
We will get you. Billy Bob Jean... You know what that is, do you?
I'm actually rather fond of country music these days. But gosh, that's broken a few hearts amongst our old fans, I'd imagine.
Billy Bob Jean Short's hit song, Do What I Say or Go Back to the Basement, is better than Graham Bannon's classic hit from the 50s, If You Won't Be My Lady, Lady.
Better than Graham Bannon? I'll drink to that. I can't believe you actually. On with the game.
Y fronts are better than boxer shorts?
I'll drink to that.
Fantastic. We're learning a lot here. A bacon sandwich is better than fish and chips.
Oh, that's a tricky one. Sauce on the sandwich.
If you like.
I'll drink to that.
Girls are better than boys?
Bloody drink to that.
Language, Archbishop. Charity is better than thrift?
Nah, that's a bit theosophic. That's a bit deep. These shots are going straight to my head, you know.
Yeah, I can see that. We honestly thought that you were going to be sober at this point.
Well, you can take the boy out the Socialites, but you can't take the Archbishop out of the boy. No, wait, that doesn't sound.
God is better than all of us.
Of course he is. He's fucking great.
Well, I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. You have a bucket somewhere.
You'd think getting smashed on live television would have ruined the Archbishop's career, but it actually did the opposite.
Eric!
He's more popular than ever now. And of course he presents...
Anyone seen Eric?
Eric? He's not here, mate.
Which is the most religious television show in history. And all because of a few shots.
I can't hear what you're saying, man!
For
God's sake, in 3, 2...
It was through me, a dodgy off-license.
Unforgettable stuff. But while you took all the credit, arguably, someone else did all the work, didn't they now?
Peter Clement to the set, please. Unless you've already surrendered your bollocks at the front desk.
Jesus, Horatio. Jim Smasher Christ. No way!
Yeah, it's your producer for over 7 years. Now the chief executive of Channel 3 and one of the 10 most influential women in media for the 3rd successive year with the 5th Bits of Your Life. Ladies and gentlemen, Dorothy Hammerman!
Mwah, mwah. Congratulations on the new job, Dottie. You deserve every bit of it.
Yes, and good luck with yours.
Well, I haven't got it yet.
Of course you do, darling.
Well, you were his producer on PT for over 7 years. What's your favourite memory from that show?
Oh, well, there have been so many, but I think, yes, every evening on the hearth before the show, we would meet at the side of the stage for our little ritual.
Well, I persuaded her it was a northern ritual, but the real truth of the matter is it was just something that me and Sid used to do before the war.
We'd have a toast like this.
Here's one finger for the north, and 2 fingers to the south, and we can all apologise tomorrow.
And that was the secret of our 6 years at the top, Eamon.
Dorothy Hammerman, everyone!
You're wasted here, darling.
Thanks for coming.
I wouldn't want to live in a world without you, sweetie.
And so, to last year, when you surprised the entire country by announcing you were giving it all up to form a new political party, and because the final bits of your life is always about the future,
Oh, Peter, what have we let ourselves in for?
Your co-founder in advance, and possibly the next Prime Minister, Miss Julia Salisbury.
It's lovely to be here. I grew up watching bits of your life as a child. It's about time you got round to Peter.
Well, thank you for taking the time out from your campaign to come and speak to us. Let me ask you this. Is Peter Clement really a good fit for politics?
Careful, love, it's a bloody trap.
Well, he's not what you'd conventionally think of as a politician. Huntleton demonstrated his colourful vocabulary and he's partial to a tipple from time to time.
Well, it is true, like to hold me town halls in public houses. Yeah, that's true.
But haven't we had enough of those perfect politicians with their impeccable lives, with no character flaws because they have no character at all? Surely after Hamilton Man and his perfect veneer of respectability, we're starting to see that there is perhaps something dark behind the mask of privilege.
Hey, no speeches from you. You're supposed to be talking about me.
Peter doesn't wear a mask. What you see is what you get. You might not always agree with what he says, but you'll always know what he thinks. Because he's honest. And he keeps me honest. And I think, in the end, that's what's so amazing about Peter Clement. He makes us all a bit more honest.
Fantastic. Well, viewers, coming up, we've got a little bit of a treat for you. But before then, let's take a look at the current Peter Clement. Now, this is you, last week in the debate. And viewers, if this is anything to go by, the future's looking pretty bright.
I think we have ably demonstrated these past 7 years that we are truly the party of commerce.
Well, then why does the Business Enterprise Foundation support our fully costed manifesto, eh? Tell me that.
Your party can't be trusted with the economy.
Well, we have moderate plans for steady growth.
Oh, listen to the pair of you competing for your master's approval. You're the party of economic stability. You're the party of business. So, who is left for the rest of us?
You're hardly a poor man with your TV career.
No, not now, no. But I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, Mr. Hamilton Man, or went to private school and then university like you, Mr. McNair. But you know what that does give me?
No, please don't say the common touch.
It gives me a bit of fucking perspective.
Please, control your language, Mr. Clement.
Actually, no, you know what? I am not sorry if the language that I use, the language of the ordinary people, is considered to be, oh, I don't know, unsuitable or offensive, because it is just a word. Whereas these two will fuck up your life for a crumb off Remington's Vist's table, but they will use all the right words.
Well, you make us sound like yobbos.
You are yobbos. You come in loud, you kick the country in the face, you nick all of our stuff to sell to your rich mates, and then you pat us on the head and expect us to be grateful for the doggy treat.
Unfortunately, it'll take more than earthy rhetoric to balance the books. What the electorate want is a strong economy.
What the electorate want is to be heard.
Well, in just 5 short weeks, we'll find out if those words hold true. But for tonight, Peter Clement, these are the bits of your life. Take it away, boys!
When you're sitting listless in a dull and lifeless room, I've got just the job. When you need a friend to come and blow away the gloom, I've got just the job.
If you're feeling all backed up
or needing some repair,
I'll pop round in the morning when you haven't done your hair.
But once he's finished banging misses, you won't even care. And that's just the job.
And we're out. Just goes to show what I always say, Eric. You want good, wholesome family entertainment? Stick to the script.
What the fuck? Is that it? No, this ain't right. Who's this prick? No, stop this. Hang on. Right, I've had an idea. Bear with me, we're gonna need this. Right, let's restart the DLC and see if we can't improve it. Yep, 7 weeks before the start of the main game. Got it, hurry up. Right, now, what I'm about to do is not strictly within my job description, so probably best we just keep it between the two of us. Right, that's a good start. Oh, and we're going to need this. I'll handle the notes, mate. You can just fill in the gaps in your head. Right, we've seen what happens when the show runs in order. It's shit. Now then, let's see what the fuck's sake.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Bozeman.
I'm getting reports that there's something wrong with the calls machine.
No, all looks fine to me.
What are you doing, Dave?
It's all good, mate. If anything, I'm improving things.
Please don't do that, Dave. Just play in the applause, pick a clip at the breaks, and don't touch the calls machine.
Good, he's gone. Let's touch the calls machine. Right, to get started, let's call any guest except guest 1. We can see who's in which holding area on this little screen. Chelsea Buns, eh? Good choice. Seems like a bird who can handle a pint. Let's bring her on first and see how Eamon feels about it.
That's The Estate tomorrow at 8:30. But before we go live to Eamon and the gang, there's just time to look forward to what's coming up later tonight on Channel 1. At 9:30, we have an in-depth documentary about the downfall of Jacob Hamilton Mann, which forced this year's early election. That's The Night Visitor at 9:30, poorly narrated by Patrick Bannon. At 10:30, Adrian Atkinson Blimey is here for a special episode of Incisors, where he sinks his teeth into the current cost of living crisis by interviewing a multimillionaire, a nurse, and a bin man to see who is suffering the worst. Here's a clue. It's not the millionaire. At 11:30, fasten your seatbelts as it's time for Wayne de Spirit Whistle to lead another terrifying exploration in Live and Spooky. And tonight, they'll be asking if the old brewery in Arsminster...
I'm not getting into a fight with Dave.
Oh yeah, this one's going to be the fight
I'm just
part.
counting, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I know. I'm a bit scared of him too. A bit. And my face is more valuable than yours. So if anyone's going to get punched, it's probably better that it's you. You'll probably get lucky. You'll probably just kick in the... Yep, standing by. Good evening. I'm Eamon Titley. Behind me is a true TV legend. Now running for Prime Minister, everyone's handiest man, Peter Clement. Now, Peter thinks he's here tonight to record a special reunion edition of Just the Job. But as always, viewers, you know better.
10 seconds. Places.
It's time. Let's start the show.
In 5, 4, 3...
When you're feeling restless and you just can't stay the course, I got just the job. When you smell an odor, but you just can't find the source, I got just the job. Get me in on bright and breezy job. I'll take my great big plunges just a job.
Thank you, girls. Cracking stuff. Good evening, friends. And yes, it's true, I can hardly really believe it myself, but we are back with
Dave's
the
House
special
of Pain.
wonderful Union episode of Just the Job. And to be clear, it's the show that you
Hello, Eric.
with the old psychic, little Jimmy's chisels and top tips on how to improve your DIY.
Eamon and I were hoping to pop up and see you earlier, but, well,
Just
time got away from
I
us.
could hear Eamon talking to you, Eric, on the feed.
There's an election.
You heard all of that?
But there'll be no politics tonight. Not on this show, and that is a Peter Clement promise. So let's kick tonight off with a slightly astonished look at the mighty bell. Because you never know.
Hold it
just
right there, please.
Oh, come on. It's you.
Yeah, it certainly is me.
Oh, you naughty fucking... Sorry, Frank, did you know about this? Yeah, look at that face. Of course you fucking did.
Peter,
you fuckers.
You thought you were here tonight to record a special reunion edition of Just the Job.
I can't believe it.
But tonight, Peter Clement, these are the bits of your life. Come on, let's get you back to the studio.
You fuckers, I'm gonna let you. I can't bloody believe those bloody dancers do about it all the way along. They do.
They're all part of this way, Peter. Mind your step there
I
now.
bloody know. I can't believe it, though, mate. Well, listen, I'm a huge fan of your show.
Right, I'm back. Always got an answer there, right?
Is it?
Anyway, just wanted to quickly say Eamon's a really great host. Really great. But he does tend to, how to put this, fall apart if you don't stick to the script. And I'm told the machine that normally does it is set to manual. So just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Simple. Oh, there's Eamon. Gotta go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Already fucked that, mate.
Have you votes? So, Eamon, how long have you been planning this, Eamon? Eamon, how long have you been planning? Eamon?
Peter Gordon Clement, you were born October 10th, 1923, in the northern town of Rotherham to Fanny and Martin Clement.
I know, right? Fucking tearaway they made of you.
That's right, they got up at the crack of dawn to make the journey down to the capital by coach.
No, I didn't.
It's your infamous old mam
No, it isn't.
and her long-suffering husband, Fanny and Martin Clement. You're not there. No. Let's just stick to the script, see what happens. You pop your piece in there and then head over to the sofa.
Rightio, pet.
Hello, pets.
Make the best of us.
And not the worst.
Chelsea bloody Bond.
Hey, Peter bloody Clement.
Okay, lovely. Let's all take a seat now. That's great. So, lovely to have you both here. Let me ask you, what was life like for Peter growing up in the Clement house?
Fucking hell. Well, I think, for both of us, really, it was about his father's, right? I mean, mine, he were never there because, what with work and the pub, of course. But I reckon that were a lot easier than it were for our Petey because his no mark of a father were always there.
Me mum kept him in line most of the time.
Yeah, she did, love. But, I mean, what about when she went to bingo or, when she took that part-time evening job?
I kept her safe.
Come on, Petey, love. I've spent my whole bloody life trying to make up for the lack of love off me pa, right? But, and I'm sorry to say this, love, but Petey here, he spent his whole life trying to make up for the lack of happiness.
Oh, that's not fair. I had a good childhood, for the most part.
You didn't, Petey. Sorry, love, but neither of us did.
Well, that got serious quickly. Chelsea, what's your name?
Chelsea Buns. Do you want me number?
Chelsea
Oh, time to call another guest, mate.
So how are you married? How many kids have you got?
No gains for me, love. I did get pregnant once, but I couldn't keep it. It was during the war. I didn't even know whose it were, to be honest. But, then something went wrong, you know, when they... And then after that, I just couldn't have any more, so...
Chelsea, that's awful.
Yeah, it is, look, but then that's life, isn't it? It is awful sometimes, but you just got to keep on fighting.
That you do.
Oh.
In 1938, you were a 15-year-old at Rotherham Elementary, but already you had quite the reputation as a ladies' man. Who's this, Peter?
More like a lady man. You have these men who look like men but have a job as... never mind. I'm coming on. Play music.
It's a hairy man with alcohol.
Look at this piece.
Hey, careful with him. I'm a custom made.
Peter Clement. A toast.
We're right off track now, no mistake.
Nah, that's not the right guest. I'll scribble it out. Oh, he's having a drink. Beep, beep, beep. Pick a guest.
What do you think? The blood of our enemies?
Yeah, take a seat. Right, hairy man.
Yes, sparkly man.
Let me ask you this. What do you think we could see in Peter way back then that could have predicted his rise to household name and now aspiring Prime Minister?
During the war?
No, when he was a wee child.
Oh, I not know him then. Another.
No need. This guy, everybody!
Yeah, I'll unclog some drain, sure.
Now, before we bring our next guest on, let's have a look at a classic clip from Just the Job. It's on that monitor there, Peter, if you'd like to take a look.
And that's about 2 minutes.
I'm going for a closer look. That drink's made me eyes bleary.
Pub one night, I think. Anyway, it's not going very well. The first
bottoms up.
And the contestant beat up the makeup girl. And the following week we had Skinny. The pop
Interesting
star on.
choice.
I'll drink to that.
Making jokes about her. You know.
Oh, drink again.
Yeah, why not? Got to keep the old grey matter lubricated after all.
Dropped
Can we
out.
reset,
I wanted to
please?
cancel it, but Pete and Jimmy, they had other ideas.
Well, it's time for a segment that the papers have called explosive and the prudes have called inadvisable, reckless and puerile. It's I'll drink to that. Now, I want to say up front that our floor manager, Frank, advised us against doing this, didn't you, Frank?
Yes. I definitely did advise against doing this. It's a bad idea.
Get off the screen, Frank!
Get on with it then.
Tonight's guest fancies himself as a bit of a handyman. It's everyone's favourite TV personality, it says here on the card, Peter Clement!
Good evening, Auntie. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, I've never met you before, have I, PC? You don't mind if I call you PC, do you?
You can call me whatever you like, pal.
Not according to my contract. Well, if you've read a paper at any point this week, you know how this bit goes. So, shall we make a start? Total stranger who I've never met before?
Yeah, don't labour the point, LJ.
Cats are better than dogs.
I'll drink to that.
It's funny, I always had you down as a dog person.
What can I say? Mrs. C likes a stroke of an evening.
I'm sure she does. Coffee is better than tea.
Especially first thing in the morning.
You're supposed to say I'll drink to that.
Oh, shite, sorry. I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I'll see what you did there.
I always said you had excellent eyesight.
I'll drink to that.
Oi, that wasn't in rehearsals.
Skinny is better than Billy Bob jean shorts.
Never heard of either of them. So I guess I'll drink to that.
Skinny was in here last week doing this.
Oh, is that who she was? I thought she was in porn the way she kept banging on about her
Girls are better than boys.
And Mrs. C is the best of the lot, and I will definitely drink to that.
Oh, now this one's going to be hard for you, because we both know how much you want that shot.
I do. I do want that shot.
Little Jimmy Chisel popular and handsome daytime TV entertainer and master craftsman.
It doesn't say
Eric. Says little Jimmy Chisel and all that good stuff about me is better than fading amateur
The machine
woodworker
that
Peter Clement.
automatically
Fading
tunes the guests.
amateur
You know, the one that
woodworker.
keeps us on script.
That's what it says here on the card.
Let me see that card.
See?
You've written that in pen, you cheeky bastard.
Well, I'll drink to that.
Dave, fuck yeah.
I'm
I'm
so
so
a bit
sorry
later
about
in the
this.
episode,
Eric,
it all devolved into a fight, and
Going in
Jimmy got
5,
his lip split.
4, 3.
We never did do that segment again.
What fantastic memories there from one of the nation's most beloved TV shows. Now, Just the Job had 2 successful runs, of course, from 58 to 64, and again from 1972 to 1976. And across those many, many shows, there was always one man by your side.
Tool me up in just 7 weeks with your votes.
Second, Dave. Who's that?
It's Julia Salisbury. I'm running with Peter.
It's your jogging partner, Julia Spongeberry.
Jogging partner.
Not with my knees.
Okay, let's take a seat. Well, you're certainly in a position to give us a unique insight into this bit of Peter's life. What are the differences, would you say, between the on-screen and off-screen versions of Peter Clement?
Well, I never really watched Just the Job. I was a bit young and my parents wouldn't let me watch it, I'm afraid.
So what's the point of bringing you on then? Hey, Dave.
Who's Dave?
Some prick in the broadcast room from what I can
Oh, hurtful.
I think I was supposed to be on last, Eamon. I was in holding room 6.
Yeah, probably. That's usually how it works. There's no point in showing you a clip then. It's not going to bring back any memories.
Not really. Sorry.
No, we just skip that then.
Pick a guess, machine's bleeping.
Got any good jogging stories?
Not really my thing.
What is the point of you then?
I'm hoping to be Prime Minister.
Good for you. Julia Sponge break, everyone.
What's going on?
I think this is what Eric calls an episode.
Oh, this isn't an episode. This is just the first cracks in the dam. This way, Miss Salisbury.
See you for the song.
Don't go far. You're here before you know it.
And what do you do?
Childcare mostly.
In 1941, long before Just the Job ever aired, you, like so many men of your generation, were conscripted into the army to go to the continents to...
Right, when you zoom in on the pad like that, the whole of the rest of the game pauses, so you've got a little bit of time to think. Don't know why they didn't put it in the main game. Lazy.
And it was on those very battlefields that the strangest of friendships was born.
10 words, fuck's sake. Tool me up.
We all know that voice. It's little Jimmy Chisel, everybody! Where were you 5 minutes ago, eh?
Watching this rubbish backstage, waiting for you pricks to get your shit together.
Oh, right. Gotta be like that.
Seems like it. Pete?
LJ?
Hey, thank you for joining us. What's it like being friends with Peter Clement?
How the merry fuck would I know?
Ah, come on, you know, you were best pals.
Yeah, weekly, for money.
Jesus, LJ.
You know,
That beeping means pick a guess. Oh, he didn't like that.
little fucking Jimmy. Little Jimmy. Makes me sound like a precocious 11-year-old.
Well, why didn't you change it?
Well, it's not even as if I'm that short, is it?
Well, you're not exactly.
Oh, you can buck up and all. I'm gonna put some cream on my foot.
Little Jimmy. Jim Chisel, everybody.
Don't get up.
Well, it wasn't only just the job that brought you into the nation's hearts. Starting in 1977 and running every weeknight for nearly 6 years, you brought that inimitable Peter Clement style to your eponymously named late-night chat show, Petey. Let's take a look at a clip of that now.
And a couple of minutes back.
Same monitor as before, Eric?
That's the one.
So, 4 guests in and we're off track. What's your plan?
Well, I've narrowed it down to heroin, whiskey or glue.
Loved in the country.
Possibly.
Dorothy and Peter absolutely screaming at each other in her office. Even with the door shut, you could hear the swear words. Actually wasn't uncommon.
You all right?
Oh, he's proper angry now.
Right, asshole. Fucker groped me.
Direct relationship.
Did think it was a bit of a weird choice.
Why is it that everyone who works in TV is such a terrible cunt, Eric?
It's just,
After 10 minutes,
the job, isn't it?
Blinding,
Reset, everybody.
Out, he slams the door. And Tim Hill, he was on the show that very night.
Our next guest, or should I say guests, are sure to be a bit of a handful. Expect the unexpected. From Tim Hill and Polly.
Yeah, she's a bit protective.
Yeah, no problem. Grab a chair. Oh, sorry, I don't know what's happened. There's normally a table here.
Oh, don't worry about that. She likes it up close and personal.
I bet she does.
What's wrong, Paul? She says you should apologise for casting aspersions on her character.
Oh, right you are. Sorry, Polly.
She says you should apologise with a kiss. Steady on, Paul.
Careful, you little thing, you'll get me into trouble with Mrs. C.
She says she's not afraid of Mrs. C. I can't say that. But I can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
She says she's got nicer legs than Mrs. C and Anita.
Watch yourself, pal.
I told you we wouldn't like it.
Mrs. C is a very private person. I would thank you both to leave her out of this.
Got that, Paul?
Quiet, you lot.
She really is very sorry. She just wants to laugh.
Oh, for pity's sake.
She likes that.
Yeah, I can see she does. Yeah, take it easy there, Polly.
But, hey, it's not me, it's her. She must really like it.
Yeah, watch it there, pal. Oh, hey, Dotty.
Just mark the cameras, darling.
Hey, that's making... No, stop.
Eamon, just breathe, Eamon.
You fucking breathe. You showed them a shambles.
That's not the only bloody thing
What
you've
is required now, Eric, is something significantly
Better
more
be
than
a bloody
breathe.
apology. You can't just go around touching people.
That's expression, Eric.
What did she say?
Quit. Why you
can't?
Oh, yes, you can.
She says, if that's your J. Johnny Johnson, she feels sorry for Mrs. C.
Right!
Obviously, we've had to drop the signal there, so viewers never got to see what happened next. But I can officially reveal, and this is an exclusive, that Tim Hill got a black eye and refused to work with Channel 1 again. Peter got an official reprimand from Bozeman and the higher-ups, and in his usual manner, just totally ignored it.
3.
Eamon, we're live. Eamon!
Jesus, Horatio, true-bearing Christ.
What now, Eamon?
Yes, right. So here we are. Yeah, we're back there now. Sorry about that. Well, unforgettable stuff. But while you took all the credit, while you No. Wouldn't die. Sandy can go. Wouldn't die inside big. Wouldn't die inside big.
No. That's it. Eric, you need to get this man some help.
Mr. Clement, please.
No, I've had enough. I've been trying to maintain a forced smile all evening, but this show seems designed to annoy me. I mean, who chose those clips, for fuck's sake? And I am sober enough to know that no good is going to come from staying around and watching this once great entertainer have a nervous collapse.
I'm sure he'd be fine in a minute.
I really wouldn't be too sure about that.
We're going to get everyone out to do the song in a bit.
There is not going to be a fucking song, Eric! We are done! I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but this evening's episode of Bits of Your Life is coming to an end prematurely. I'm sure they'll find something to put in the gap in the schedule. I don't know, probably something like cat football or something equally pointless. Clearly, Eamon Tightly is having a difficult moment.
I'm sure I could do the song.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Eamon. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few weeks, I will be asking for your vote. I'll be asking you to decide whether I'm the type of man who will have your back in a crisis. Well, one thing I did learn in Konoslava is not to leave any man behind. And tonight, the man who has fallen is Eamon Tightly. I've been getting angry all night when I should have shown concern. This show should never have happened. Eamon evidently needs help, not to be given a handful of pills and forced back onto the treadmill.
Although I would quite like my pills.
Because this horrible, horrible, horrible fucking industry, entertainment, will take everything that you have, and nothing will satisfy its appetite. But it's not just entertainment, is it, ladies and gentlemen? It's everything. It's the continual grafting and getting poorer. It's the working 2 jobs and not being able to feed your children because we're all on the fucking treadmill, except for those privileged and entitled bastards who own it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you vote for me in 7 weeks' time, I will guarantee you this. Advance will smash that fucking treadmill and give you your dignity back. Roll in titles. Can't we find him somewhere to lie down?
I'll take him to holding area 1.
And we're out. Thank you, everybody. Just a fucking job.
He's such a sweetie.
Right, let's see how we're getting on.
TV.